Alright, here we go. Big trial time. Man, it's crazy though. Oh yeah, the day I'm recording this on it is Memorial Day. So, God bless our soldiers, indeed. Protecting this country and those that have fallen. It's a day of remembrance for them. Without them, who knows how our country would be. Anyway, that's that part. I could talk about that. Let's not. Here to play video games. But I just wanted to make sure to say that for fallen soldiers. Okay. So I'm just gonna quickly review what we have here. And then we'll get right into the trial. So, Mechamaru, we're thinking probably suicide again. That's a prediction ahead of time. Based on at least... what? What is it? Can't really get something right now. Yes, it's discovering great power. Head was taken off, that's the problem. That's really the cause of death there. There's wire tied up around him, which is interesting. The good night button on his back, he could have been put to sleep. The oil on the floor, yeah, that's from... You have a tipped over pillar. You have a hammer that doesn't have anything on it, which is kind of weird. There's a chain to keep the door locked. Kane heard the noise at around 5:30. The fragments... pillar, which is weird because it wasn't on top of his body, which means it probably was knocked over beforehand. Trying to make it look like that, but it wasn't. He was walking around the first floor of Strawberry House at 5 a.m. Saw Mechamaru go by him. He was also filling the clocks. Keep that in mind. Which is actually what this is. Nagito didn't hear it. The contact elevator that was broken between them. Broken on the grape house side, so that way it didn't work. Strawberry Hall button was also broken. Nagito appeared through the little hole in the thingy mabobber because he completed the death game. Spun 180 degrees while it was inside the contact elevator, so it's kind of weird. It's probably like they're next to each other and then the thing in the middle or something. Or maybe it rotates the whole thing around too. Something like that. His clock was set to 7:30 when he would have woken up. That clock is correct. The clock on the wall is potentially wrong here. The doorknob was weird, and it was on the Strawberry House side one, which is kind of weird. Or the Grape House door, so it was kind of weird. Yeah, that's it. That's it. There'll no doubt be stuff in between. Let me see if there's any happening here that are not there, sorry. Here. Just can't be applying to those. Tranquility. Increases delay. I'm all for that. Get that effect here. And then we'll see if we do better on this one. I have a little bit of a clearer picture, but that doesn't mean I'll be dumb and make lots of errors like I did in the last trial. So, here we go. Let's get right into it. Trial number 4.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go! Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Oh boy.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is.
Well, good luck with that. You're definitely not the brightest individual here.
I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Akane! You seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Haha, sucker!
Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Oh my god.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
Oh, actually, it could be. Yeah, it could be possible.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
We didn't see what happened with Mikon, huh? Seriously?
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
Yeah, she sucks, dude. She forgot what Mikon did to two people last time.
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Oh wow, he thinks she's stupid.
Well, the weapon is obvious, right? What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
I mean, it wasn't the hammer, it was the pillar. They said probably the tipped over pillar, that's what I can think of.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
That pillar, huh?
Yeah.
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
No way, I can get that.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
No, I got this right.
That's right! It was a surprise beating! The weapon is decided!
Hold on, I got it. Pillar fragment.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
Wait, is it pillar fragment?
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
Wait, oh, the hammer.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
New looking hammer.
That's right! It was a surprise beating!
Let's repeat
The
that.
weapon is decided!
Let's repeat that point. defeat the point of the hammer because it's new looking. Yeah, let's go back.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
We're not messing up this early.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
I'll get some extra time.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
No, that's wrong!
Good start, good start.
No, I can't accept that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
There's nothing there.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
Good point.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta? Me?
I love it.
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Yeah, he's not very bright either. Then again,
I
I'm
thought
not good at this.
maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Yes.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
I see!
Broken pillar.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon! Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar!
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Sure, we tested that.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Nekomaru.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body! With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid! He ain't the type to commit suicide!
Well, nobody else could have moved that pillar. I don't know what you're talking about.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. The word suicide. Maybe it's a trick. Oh, it shouldn't matter. There's no way. Well, maybe. We'll see.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
For real?
I see. So my gut was right after all. Alright, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Oh, God. Here we go. Okay, let's see. We'll have to see what we need this time. The good night button. Well, maybe that could be to refute it. Let's see.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
That's impossible.
Even I could probably tip it over.
No, we literally can't. We
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl!
Dude,
I'm getting
did
hella
I just
excited!
Forget we talked about we couldn't lift that pillar? Oh,
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted,
oh yeah, no, wait.
beating him with it is beyond a dream.
I got it.
What about tipping the pillar over?
I got it. Hold on. I got
They
it.
aimed right
I
for
got
his
it.
head and
I
bullseye.
got it. I got the idea.
Even I could probably tip it over.
No.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably
Oh,
exerted a ton of
freaking
force.
Didn't get it.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
Sorry, I gotta get that.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of
Oh my
force.
god, can I
Sonia,
need to get that.
I'm getting hella
I
excited!
need that. I need it.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably
I
exerted
need
a
to
ton of
slow down.
force.
Okay, I need to slow
Sonia,
down. Let me slow
I'm
down
getting
for a
hella
minute. I
excited!
don't want to mess this up. Alright,
There's no need to lift that pillar.
I'm not getting it. Right now.
If the pillar was beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Right here, wait.
Considering the pillar's weight,
There we
it
go.
probably
Got
exerted
it.
a ton of force.
Sonia,
Thank
I'm getting hella
got it.
excited!
I got it.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Really?
Damn it!
Oh, great. We're really gonna be like that?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
Hold on.
If the pillar was not lifted,
How's that not
Beat-
prove? How's that not prove the point? Make a bit time. But like I said, nobody could push it. Could they even push that? Like, how's that possible, dude? It's so heavy, like, how can you tip that over? Maybe it's that. Do we have that? Yeah, we do.
What about tipping the pillar over?
There it is.
No, that's wrong!
We're getting it. We're not messing up completely. We're getting it.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body
I
instead.
don't even know why we need to debate this, dude. It was so heavy, you can't tip it over.
I briefly considered that too. But it's probably not what happened.
Not mention, think about it, dude. Everybody was weak. Nobody could have pushed that.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Just relax.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
Well, that's not very good.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we? There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Maybe. Guess with the wire, maybe.
then I shall ask you, what way is that?
Could have tied it to his head and used that to make him move and pull it off. I think that was it. I think that's it, right? I got
You
it.
guys, Same as usual.
I think I got it. I think I got it.
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter.
Boy, I got it. I got it. I figured it out. Well, maybe. I don't know. It's just a theory.
What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill!
I can already tell.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
Yeah, I get it.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Oh, there's an ultimate weapon there? Was there?
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory.
Maybe you should be a little more humble and realize that's not what it is.
It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower.
Yeah, there's a rotation every time.
It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Yeah, he got no chance with her.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
See, I was connected. I thought that at first too, but ended up finding proof like I'll figure it out, don't worry. A strange feeling. What was the strange feeling? Yeah, no.
Are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors.
That's not a problem.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
most Fujihiko's account?
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
What was Fujihiko's account real quick? I think that was just... I don't think that was anything.
I mean, the walls are different colors.
Her point.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
It's this.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong!
Bingo! Not doing too bad today, so far.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
Oh, please, give it a rest, dude. She ain't gonna freaking do anything with you.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down!
Oh boy, you're really gonna give me problems, Miss Sonia? I will fight you.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
Oh, you gotta be joking. You're serious, right? They're moving his body. Oh my god. They're not moving his body! We were right with everybody!
Well, we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it.
Monokuma didn't do it. Come on now. This is ridiculous.
While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
No, he didn't.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
Dude, nobody could lift that either, dude.
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it.
They're gonna roll it perfectly into the correct position. And with the fragments under his body, too. Everything moves perfectly. Oh,
Just like if there's no bread, let them eat cake.
Are you serious, man? You might be pretty, but you don't got the brightest mind here either. Come on now. Frickin' I'll refute you. I'll frickin' refute you. Let's see, what one are we gonna need? Maybe the broken doorknob, probably. Yeah.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the power of the pillar of the body. He could have moved it all, easy as pie. It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
That's not a thing.
The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene? He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
It's the second thing that...
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
Not that right. No. I hate this one, dude. What one is it?
Crap!
Oh, my, I think that.
It seems you have forgotten.
Oil.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong.
Can't move,
Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
can't move oil, dude.
The pillar, the body, everything at the crime
Allow me to cut through those words!
Can't move oil. Can't move oil on the ground.
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
There you go.
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
Yep.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
Frickin' make me out here losing all this health, man. Come on.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
Yep.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties in the secret of the funhouse. But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we do is rely on the one person who has those clues, Nagito.
Hey, Nagito.
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up.
Oh, go figure.
Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Oh, great. Determined. Is he talking about the traitor? So, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Something happened to
But
him.
how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action. I see!
Get some help back?
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Maybe it's a part of the school. Dun dun dun.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep,
Grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his
see? This is it.
As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture. Whoa.
Let me explain it to you again.
What the heck?
I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room.
Oh my god.
But don't you think it's weird?
Yeah.
If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Yeah. A lot of things.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
I mean, that kind of doesn't make sense.
Crap!
Trees.
Here!
Okay,
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then, this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
I see. And is that it?
I mean...
Here!
Where's the other tower? I guess.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle. Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's right next to it.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
No.
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me,
They're next to each other, that's what it is.
if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple
And then
mystery like
I
this.
said, the 180-degree rotation does some stuff where the tower will end up in that spot.
It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
Other talk about that another time.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
Top floor. So the third floor?
No, the first floor is the top floor.
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
That the first floor is the top and the third floor is actually the bottom. I got it. It's the bottom. Yeah, logic dive. Here we go. I got it. I think I got it. I think I have an idea. I figured it. I got a brain. It's working today. Oop! I gotta jump. Oh, I gotta jump again. Oop. Oh god, I don't like this. Actually, yeah, this is pretty chill. Pretty chill. Oh god, they peer in front of you now. Oh dear. Oh god, they're peering now. Oh no. They exist. They exist. Yeah, they exist. They exist. That's not the issue. That's not the issue. Oh god! Why do they appear? Don't appear, please! Oh jeez. Oh god. Oh. They're making it difficult now. Oh Jesus. Oh. They are different buildings. They are different buildings. That's true. Oh no, they are the same one. The same building, though. Okay, they are the same building apparently. They're the same building, but they're connected together or something. I don't know. Okay. Whatever. You know, considering how bad last time went, I think we're doing better. Oh, jeez. This is awful. Horizontally. Oh no, they're vertical. apparently they're vertical. They're on top of each other. Okay, they're on top of each other. I thought they were next to each other and there was some rotation, but no, apparently they... Actually, that does kind of make sense when you think about it, because if you came from the first floor of Strawberry, but then again, the third floor is that, and then it came from this... Interesting.
It's all coming together! Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House.
Below.
Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings.
It's one big 6-story building.
They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located. I see!
There we go, we need some of that back.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Clever.
Oh, snap! I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Oh, well, they were just...
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them.
they
And
fit.
it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Pretty fun.
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
That's cool.
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
So how's that?
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple.
The rotation.
Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
Oh, definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
We'll see. It probably has something to do with the elevator, right? Well, I guess we'll see, huh? Guess we'll...
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Oh, you're dumb.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
Oh, God.
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
They're not fake. No.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
I mean, they have the same. There's something, well, because the elevator does a 180-degree turn. It could flip the towers, maybe, potentially? Something like that. They're still there. I'm just trying to think of what was something that could fit this. Not a dummy, they're the same body.
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
Neither, dude. They're not fake. It's the actual body. No. The dummy's not possible.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
Can't believe that, really.
Damn it!
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
I mean, it's the broken
Then hurry up,
door knob.
dumbass!
There's the chain. The chain was wrapped around the handle to the door at Great Tower, and then the other one, that one of the handles was broken. The wire... That has anything to do with it. Maybe with the elevator stuff, maybe that's how he was able to die. Gotta be that. I know it's not the. I know that's the real body, but how do I explain that that's the real one?
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
There's no spare parts.
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
I think I know what it is. I think we have to use the mechanical body.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
I doubt that.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
It's the only thing I could really think of.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
Are you serious? That's not it?
Damn it!
try them.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Maybe.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
Try that one too.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Not that either. What the freak? Okay.
Damn it!
Man, we're getting hit hard. What
I'm
next
gonna solve
for-
this mystery in a flash!
So how do we prove it's not
Then
a
hurry up, dumbass!
dummy body? Like, how do we prove it's not a dummy body? Like, I thought the mechanical body, because it's like, oh, it's a mechanical body. How in the world are they gonna have another body available like that? Especially, maybe, could be the strange thing again,
One of the bodies in one of the towers
for an experiment.
was actually a dummy!
There it is.
No, that's wrong!
Took a little bit. Figured it out, though, I guess.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Not just that, the parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
He's getting destroyed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
Device to transport things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. Friends do it. Oh, Christ. Elevator. Yeah, elevator. Okay. We got it, boys! Just gotta wait for the right letters. Let's destroy that. We need an L. ELV. Sorry. Spelling elevator wrong. There we go.
I got it!
Dude, my health is so bad! Oh no! Oh dear. God.
You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall,
That's why it takes a little bit if you're coming from a different tower.
it all leads to the same room, right?
makes sense. Everything's coming together.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
No, that should make sense. That's the door to connect to that, right? So that's a
Plus,
different door.
after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
Maybe there's something there that's like maintenance, you know? Like a maintenance thing where you can go through there for both of it? That might be it.
But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
It might be a maintenance door.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
Yeah.
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
I see!
Yeah.
Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And?
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
I see!
Only the floor.
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
I think there's like something there to go around, maybe. I don't know. Probably not. I mean, then again,
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Can. Yeah, that's true. That didn't mean anything.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
Oh god, can we just stop?
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other? If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality?
I mean, it goes 180 degrees, so it could make sense.
Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
Oh god, they're clearly... I mean, we talked about the contact elevator. This is some mystery. That will be interesting. I think it has to be the elevator. I'm thinking that's what we're gonna have to use. Yeah, I'm thinking the contact elevator. Or maybe Kazuichi's count. Let me see. So the contact elevator. Oh, no, Kazuichi's count. Perfect.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Opposite direction.
Which means your reasoning...
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
I think it's this.
If the two houses are connected vertically...
Kazuichi, you get your revenge.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
That's not it.
However, at both houses,
They are vertical.
if the contact elevator is behind you,
Rotate.
the towers are in opposite directions.
What?
Damn it!
Are you serious?
If the two houses are
Kazuichi,
connected
you're
vertically...
useless. Okay.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, If the con-
Maybe it's not even listed on I'm trying to think here. Because the contact elevator did not work.
The towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
I'm trying to think.
if
Sorry.
the
So we have... Like I said, we know it rotates 180 degrees. That's quite clear. Rotated 180 degrees. So it makes sense the elevator goes up and turns 180 degrees as well. I mean, that would make sense to me.
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
Vertical.
However, at both houses, if the con-
Sorry. So Kane's account is nothing. Yours is kind of useless. Vertical.
the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
He's so...
if the two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning
I'm trying to think of what else it could be.
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
if the two houses are connected vertically.
Again, his appearance, though, should fit that, right? Like... It should be vertical, because he came from up top, when he went from Strawberry House to Grape House.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
If we destroy his argument... Opposite direction. Maybe it's opposite directions with this.
if the two houses are connected vertically.
Try it. Let's try it.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses,
Why are these two so
if the
annoying
contact
right now?
elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Not that either.
Damn it!
No health. We got one shot left. At
If the
this. And I'm trying to think of a reason to refute. So you had the vertically, not horizontally approach in opposite direction. So you either got to refute that in opposite directions kind of thing, which I tried that with the Kazuichi's account, but that didn't seem to work. That's what I was trying to figure out. That's what I was thinking it was. So we have the contact
The elevator.
The elevator itself doesn't have anything, right? That doesn't have anything to do with it. Trying to piece this together.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses,
Unless you use the strange feeling. Then again, that doesn't refute, though, the vertically or opposite directions of it. Because they do rotate. Or rotated. Well, that's why I was using Kazuichi's thing. Might be for the first one, I don't know. That's all I got. I don't really know of any other argument.
if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Maybe vertically.
Which means your reasoning.
But then again, that wouldn't really refute, though, if it's not horizontal, because 180, that wouldn't really matter. It could go horizontally 180 degrees, so it wouldn't do anything. Like, in reality, it would be kind of like how we thought it was before. Explaining this crap. Why do they have to be dumb sometimes? Like, I'm just trying to... you have to literally try and refute their dumb arguments, man. It's like, oh my god, dude, are you serious?
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Now all I can think of is the elevator.
If the
Should be moving vertically, not horizontal. And the elevator, at least from Kazuichi's, it spun 180 degrees. So, I mean, that would explain why the elevator does its thing. That's why I'm, like, wondering, like, how does... Like, what do I do to refute it? I'll try it.
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's...
Thank God, we're not dying yet! Not dying yet!
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Why did I have to refute his point specifically about that, man? Oh, God.
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Ah, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, it makes sense, don't it?
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
I thought the wire, something with wire.
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
octagon. Oh god, that's 8-sided, right? 8-sided. Hexagon 6, that's how I remember.
I see!
Thank god I need some help.
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
Yeah, the biggest thing is knowing heptagons are 7 sides, pentagons are 5, beyond 8 is just kind of a little weird.
I guess I should continue listening.
Got nonagon, I think.
Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Oh, Christ. Octagon, I mean, right there?
Here!
Yeah, okay, thank god. We need help badly.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
It is quite fascinating.
That's basically the gist of it.
Man, learned some cool
The
stuff,
true
I'll tell you.
identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse.
Yeah?
Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery,
But who done did it?
and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime.
Oh, here's Nagito back to himself again.
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
It really is fancy. Yeah, something with the building. What's this do? Not the killer used that to murder Nekomaru. Who's the killer who did that? Oh, I can't guess anymore, though. I have no health left. I have no health left, dude. He's been through hell and back, done all this crap to get here. Oh man, I think we're at our halfway point, though. Wow, holy crap, we made it through the halfway point without messing up yet. Or, not messing up, but without dying.
Hiya!
Hi, hello there. I thought of a new bad word to call Nanami. I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. Are you getting insults to insult and slang? There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monami is a serious fatty lady? What? Fatly? That's more straightforward than I expected. Stufatly. That's not it. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all 3 of these. Ta-da! Stufatly. There's a fat hit in there.
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious Stufatly.
Stufatly, okay. Oh god, yep. Save it. Oh crap, I ran out of save slots by the way. This game sucks, I want more. I want infinite save slots.
Hello. I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Ugh, my heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! Ah, but be careful that your batteries don't run out. for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently!
I would save more if I had more save slots. That's...
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
Yeah, makes sense, especially with the wire. Use that power.
Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
That's the question, ain't it?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
Well, he's the only guy that's got information on this, so...
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know.
She doesn't know what retract
If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
I mean, hope of getting fed is a good one.
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can.
I mean, it might be Nekomaru. I mean, he's probably the only one that could have gotten through the Russian roulette game, because if he shoots himself, he's fine. The bullet not gonna freaking kill him.
Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You're drooling
That
waterfalls?
should be a Akane. Nagito as usual. I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
With wire.
How they killed Nekomaru.
Tied him to something.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
His head was taken off. That's how... Dead battery. Oh.
Crap!
Oof. Well, it wasn't the blunt object. Is it falling?
I see!
Falling, okay. Oh god.
That's it? I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
Oh, wait, you know what? Maybe he was tied in any...
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
They used the wire.
That, I don't know yet.
They used the wire for it, I know that.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
But how is he supposed to get inside?
Did you forget how the elevator functions?
Oh yeah, wait.
When it's on the first floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
When he's on sleep mode in there, it doesn't detect him. There we go. That helps.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
I remember him saying that.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
She's actually right for something now. Nekomaru died for falling. Where'd the killer shove? If I'm going to reach the truth. You got it. Like, sleep mode. Sleep mode. That's how you do it. The sleep mode. The good night button. Well, maybe. Let's see. Let's actually see.
When the elevator is on the first floor,
We got like one shot at this. So.
you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
Bingo.
No, that's wrong!
I saw it. I'm using it.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
Yes.
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from, yes?
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me.
He was tied with the wire.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
I love this one, even if like did. This one's wire. That's how he did it. Wire. Wait, I don't know. Freaking wire. He, she, it, whatever it freaking was. Wire. You leave it right on there. It was the
If
wire.
you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Nope.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
No.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Oh, you know what? He could have tied him to that.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
That could have been.
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
The wire.
If you
The
arrange it a
doorknob,
certain
that
way...
could have been it. That could have been it because that might have been it.
You can cause the drop within the elevator.
I think I got it.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Not the hammer. Hammer's useless.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
Pointless. It's a doorknob.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Ah, frick you.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Don't. What if I start to enjoy it?
I got it. Yeah. I think it's the wire and the.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the
Why the
elevator.
handle
So you're
got
telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
I agree with that!
Bingo. We're figuring it out, boys. I'm so not gonna get through
Didn't
it
the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
Yes.
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Mekamaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the fourth floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Mekamaru in midair.
Yeah, that works.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence.
And when he woke up,
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
oh great, you again. Breaker.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Yeah.
Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
The clock.
Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
The clock. That's your answer. Where's that? I'm on it. Box alarm timer. There's my answer.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a watch, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him up. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Oh, crap.
Crap!
Wait, I got my
What?
health back.
Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
There we go.
Allow me to cut through those
They
words.
gave me help. Oh, thank you, game. Thank you very much.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
The game gave me health. God bless. God bless. They gave me health.
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why,
Probably would have struggled. And
if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving.
It might be
Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
that pretty Deco guy. It might be.
And then,
Not right
in
now,
order to
because
make
he
him
was the
fall
one
from the
messing
force he
with
was
the blocks.
generating,
It might be him.
the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
Yep, with his weight.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
Fierce Sword put all of his power and grab him, but not yet. Here comes critical. Yo, wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck. That's really what it was. That's a clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Yes.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so!
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey! Why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this!
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Cola came now, wire got loose.
I see!
Flies in the pillar, yep, that's gotta be it.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
Yeah, now.
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m., and if we map it out from there...
But how's that possible?
Hold on, baby gangsta!
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
But that's Tai Chi, that's when that happens.
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
His clock's correct.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I.
Somebody tampered with our clocks, that's why.
There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
Son of a freaking... Dude, I didn't even finish him again.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed.
Modify those clocks, though.
How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
I got it.
That's what I want to know!
I got it. Leave it to me. I got it. You know his clock's correct, so his clock is legit. Either it's gonna be his clock or the wall clock. We're gonna keep it either or. I think that's like gonna be the two.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
No,
That's gotta be it!
you can't mess with that one. I think that was the button. I think that was it. No, that's contradiction.
We headed
His
for
clock
Grape
can't be
Tower.
messed with because it comes from the internet. His clock cannot be messed with. Can't be tampered with.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body... One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
No, that's wrong!
Bingo. I'm on it. I knew it. I was on it.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
No.
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
You just sold yourself out, dude.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
Oh boy. This time delay, I don't think I should doubt the clock. Some mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps people overlooked something, maybe they were misunderstanding something. I think if I can focus, I should be able to find the answer. Maybe it was with the wall clock. Oh boy, here we go again with this. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it! Would you win it? Oh, what?! Oh, that's bullcrap! I was right there! Oh, it went through the floor! Oh, you gotta be kidding. I went through the freaking floor. Unbelievable, dude. I'm already gonna die to other crap. I don't need to mess up there on a jump like that. Come on. time in the building. The time in the building. That was what we misunderstood. The time in the building. Oh god. Oh no, they're making it harder. They really are making it harder. Oh dear. God. The building's clock. Not both the buildings. We already know who it was. Just we did that. And they actually did the final dead room. Must have been. I just avoided that. Oh my god. Oh dear god. I don't know how that happened. Oh man. Was it both houses? Yeah, both houses. Both houses had the wrong time. Nailed it! Got that logic dive. I knew that. I like that made it very simple. I think we got everything together, ladies and gentlemen. We got everything together.
It's all coming together!
We got it. We got it.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
Unless it wasn't him, maybe it's somebody else. I don't know. It's possible somebody else messed with it, but he's the only one that touched them, so...
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
By a lot. By probably 2 hours or so. And she's right, that's the problem. We need to clarify by how much time. Step one, next mystery. We're gonna reach that truth in one go. One go, oh boy. One go. That doesn't sound fun. I guess maybe the accounts would be useful here. Yeah, that's all I can think of that would be useful. We'll start with the kings.
If the...
So kings... Around 5 a.m. Maybe either or. We'll see.
Then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Yep.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Can't dispute that.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
I agree with that.
Bingo! We're nailing it! We're not messing up horribly this time.
That's right.
Yes.
We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Yep.
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Oh, well, I can explain that.
Huh?
I can explain it. I got it. It's the rooms.
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
No, it's the rooms. I got it. I nailed
There's
it.
nothing
I
to
got
worry
it.
about.
Let me do it. Let
What's
me do it.
important is that rumbling noise anyway.
Let me explain it. I got this.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I got it.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
So 2 hours off.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
2 hours.
I see! Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
He's right. Lure out only that.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right?
Yes.
From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means. I see!
I see.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
This is pretty good.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
if I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. It turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez! That's, well, how should I put it?
You messed up.
What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Well, whoever messed with the clocks is the killer, pretty much.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Yeah.
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Yep.
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is.
Unless he did wrong.
If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
No, we're fine.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
Well, who had the energy to go around?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
But then again, the rooms, that's the problem.
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Who does not know them? I mean, it would be Nagito in theory, but then again, it also could be Nekomaru too. Yeah, I think that's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, in theory, you could say it is Nagito, but it could be. But then again, why would Nagito kill him? Yeah, that doesn't... I mean, could... I don't think it's Nagito, though. Well, we have three options, basically, what I'm getting at. We have Nagito, we have Nekomaru, and we have Fuyuhiko. I mean, the problem is Nekomaru is the one that... It's possible, though. He could have done it. He could have killed himself. It is possible, still, that he did it. It's possible. But then again, Nagito didn't either. So you have you, and well, I tried.
Crap! You're the only one!
Guess so.
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
Was it really him?
That's right! Nagito wasn't there!
I don't think Nagito would do this. This is just too off. He wouldn't get caught so easily.
It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy.
I thought it was the room, maybe, but then again, I guess since they were in the good rooms too, I guess that makes sense.
You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
That's why I thought the room. But
You're definitely fucking lying!
that's why I thought the room. That's why it made sense to me.
However, that is also true for me.
And Shiaki.
It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Room.
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
The rooms.
You still don't know.
The rooms.
Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I got it. It's the room. It's the room. It's the room. Watch it before we're later. Insulated room, I think. Is that what that was? Is that the word? Oops, crap. What word is that? Dampened room? What room has that? What was the name called? Crap, I forgot what it was called. I know what it is now, but I don't... Ugh. Something with the room. Why couldn't I have just said it? That would have been a lot easier than this. I mean, it's insulated. So, like, you can't hear anything outside of the room. It's silent. like, noise canceled. I need, like, a letter. So, we have a DE. What else would it be? DE. Trying to figure out what word would it be. So we have a X, an E, an R after it. X. D, X, D, E, D, L. God, I wish I knew the word. I mean, like, I thought dampen, but no. God, what is the word that they use specifically for this? Well, we can go down the list. D-E-L, so it's Del. I have to literally just piece it together. So, D-L-U. Deluxe room. Oh, that's just the name. I'm overcomplicating it. I'm trying to use sophisticated words. Okay, we need O's. I hate that game like so much.
I got it!
I hate it so much. It's deluxe room. I thought they were thinking for a fancy term now, just simple.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Soundproof, yeah. Insulated. Something like that.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
It's soundproof.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent? Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec! Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Okay, well, I have two options. It's gonna be either Kuyuhiko or Nekomaru. I'm gonna go with Kuyuhiko first.
Crap!
Well, then it must be Nekomaru then. That's the only two it could be, so. I thought him because he's modifying the clock, but no, I guess not. That's the him.
Crap!
Who else could it be? Who else could it be? So it's not Kuyuhiko. It's not... It's not Nekomaru. What the frick is it? Is it Gundam? Is it really Gundam? Who else could it have been? somebody else. It doesn't point to Nagito. God dang it. Yeah, it might be him. Wait, has he? He heard it, right? Yeah, he heard it. Well, he's never the one that did it, though. It's one of the dudes. It has to be. The Gundam? Let's see.
You're the only one!
Gundam. Wow. Oh, dang.
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
Is it really him?
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, wait a minute. He's in an insulated room. That's it.
If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop
That's it. He was in that room. That's why they pointed to him. Okay. I didn't get it at first. Now I get it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it.
Wow, that's clever.
So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it,
Gundam?
Wow.
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
I lost all my health, though. If I try to figure out the killer, dude, that's freaking dumb.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
She's the MVP.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
It would make a rapid silence.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
That's hilarious. Wow, incredible.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Well, He's got nothing. He's over. It's over.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Doesn't matter. If you're in an insulated room, those things aren't hearing anything.
Huh?
They're not hearing anything. You're not getting out of this freaking Gundam. That's a twist. I didn't expect that, but then again, it makes sense now, putting the pieces together.
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
That doesn't work. That's not how it works.
Is that your argument?
That's sad.
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
Oh, he's sweating now. It's over.
At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm.
He would have seen you go by, though.
That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
He would have seen you, dude.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
Yeah, too perfect.
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
No.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
I mean, we can speak more, but it's a good point.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously, let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
He did.
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah! You said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
I mean, that's a crummy rebuttal. The many ears doesn't do anything. Bathroom, that just seems too inconvenient.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
Sonya, stand down.
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption.
It seems good to me, though.
In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
We got the answer for that.
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator.
Okay, you're gonna get FICO. We have an answer for this too, so you're not getting anywhere.
Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
It's true.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
I mean, you know that you end up there. I got more. Great. I think this is where the magical act. Well. Oh, we don't have a lot. Well, I guess we might. We'll see.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
No, it's not the only problem.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Freaking secret passage, mother freaker. I found it, but I gotta
That
get
elevator
that.
was
I gotta get it.
the only means of travel between the two
Yeah, I got it.
houses.
It's this one right here. We have to refuse.
As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
I got it. Secret passage.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
No, that's wrong!
Bingo. I'm not falling yet!
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist!
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
I know you this time.
You're the only one!
Get some health back, please.
Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Where are you? 'Cause I should.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down... Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning, the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Alright, bring it on. Bring it on.
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
What did you say? Don't make me angry! You wouldn't like me when I'm angry!
bring the heat. Rebuttal showdown. Alright. You get health every time, I realize. Doorknob, radio clock, clock's alarm tower. What would it... Is there anything here that would... Oh. Guess we'll find out. I guess we'll do that.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I already proved a secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning!
Wait. Hold on. What evidence would prove that? Maybe something with knowing the place, maybe.
You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Try providing... What evidence, though? Like, what specifically... It has to be something with the clock or something. Or the room, but, like, what can prove the room?
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
What could I prove? Like... Key that dwells in the light.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion.
Crap!
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
What would prove it? I'm trying to think it through. I
No,
mean,
the-
we could go through every single one, but that would be kind of stupid. Well, they would have to know, right? They're gonna set that clock. Maybe? Maybe? That has to be, right?
You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion.
Not the clock's alarm timer.
Crap!
Not the clock's alarm
Know the
timer.
limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning!
clock's alarm timer. That's been repeated already. I'm sure I have it, because I don't want to mess up too much here. If I can play, because I want to have some.
You say the killer went to the octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion.
Good night, button.
Crap! Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion.
Not radio clock either. What is it?
Crap! Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the... You say the killer went to the octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom...
Allow me to cut through those words!
Sorry.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
Yes. Oof, he's destroyed.
It seems this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act, so I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point, so he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
That's true.
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties, but even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And, without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting it.
Ate one of his hamsters.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
Yeah,
What's wrong with that?
correct.
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore...
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
Hamsters.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
So I don't want a minute. Try an argument and leave no choice. Here we go again.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
Do it.
Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily? I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
This is the end! Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you!
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
He showed it off at one point.
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Yep. Emissary of evil in accordance with Pierce through supernova silver proximity. Press the button. Surely this is the skyline lamentation art of the demon mouse. Aha,
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
Yep, sorry Sonya, you're gonna have to either deal with the frickin'
It appears I've obtained a
Kazuichi
one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Now we'll do closing argument. Finish this off. So there's still one more. No, they didn't break it themselves. Man, Hito's the reason. There we go. It's right there. Messing up right now. That's right there. Okay, last one. Let's finish this. Well, it's not that one. We just saw that.
here's everything that happened in this case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but
It's actually 7.
by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko.
Fuyuhiko's the MVP.
Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Case closed.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru?
Yep.
I cannot believe something like that.
Yep. He did. Deal with it. You don't get him as your man now.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Yep. And it will begin. Had some rough patches along the way. I think that went well, though. That went pretty well. That really did. It didn't look as that good because of some of the few errors in there, with like these two in particular, and well, I guess these two as well. But I felt that went pretty well. A lot better than last time. We didn't die once either, so that's a victory. Celebrate that.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Haha. Evil. All rise. It would be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results. You guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
Yay. I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. Sure, the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like.
Fall, my tears.
Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well!
Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct.
How pitiful.
This guy said it made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight, that is no mistake. Because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done. Well, yeah, he could have just sat there and waited. However, he did not allow that.
You.
Yeah, you just wait. He just sits there dangling and waits. Fine then, I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. And I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expect as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. We had ourselves to stare down. In a situation, if he wanted to raid, it would have been easy for him to do so. Could have run away or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Said he chose to fight that risked life and death.
That is...
Fight that risked life and death.
Let me tell you this.
Serious, too. He gave it his all to try to kill me.
Huh?
Huh? If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great line.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might! I won't go easy on you! Don't even think about holding back! Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics! Give me everything you got!
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We're all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell you this.
However, I must say this. What's the point in living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. There's an abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Wait, you're telling us just to wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Huh? Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall,
Ever since
my
we were locked
tears.
inside that building, everyone had been dominated by the feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life, that's an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
Zoology cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. It's true, some species do eat their babies. That does happen. Many creatures at some point in their life span engage in cannibalism.
Listen well!
That is what it means to live. You say killing for the sake of living is evil. Then why would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this world.
If the world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy toward life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You!
Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did?
But...
It sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it!
Ugh.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, I've already said I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I betrayed you all, that is the absolute truth.
Fall, my tears.
But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh,
That belief is why you committed your crime.
you...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I did only once, but... compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that. Well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. God, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? Can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka!
Who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like dust in the wind!
Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed!
Hey, got it! Prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Please wait!
Please wait, this is just too much!
I beg of you!
Please, Monokuma, help! Please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia!
I beg of you!
Please, I beg of you!
How pitiful.
Sonia, an act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to this death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam? Is it fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind, however.
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction, that is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Alrighty. Not just CMP. Oof. Oh, they took him away. That was an interesting death, man. That's crazy. Gundam! No! No! Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll even ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
So pissed off, I need to throw something.
Damn it!
We all spent so much time worrying about each other, and it takes that things ended up like this. We're all so full of crap, every last one of you. But the biggest piece of crap is me.
The worst.
Why am I so weak?
Oh.
Such a downer, clearly. But still, I know we feel this way. We still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
You are right. This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. Totally. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey!
So how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? Class trial's over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jumbo Walk. However, the coming school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on. How much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
Now then. Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel fresh. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey!
Hold on a second, that mood shift is too dang fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam Nekomaru's. That's what it means to live, right?
Huh.
Yeah, she's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Let's go back for now and eat. And then, after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then we shall... Well, let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. Let's do it! Let's do our best! With this, class trials come to an end and come... Once again, we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group is definitely diminished. That's definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our very best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial. At that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. Suddenly disappeared from our sight. Nagito. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to tame so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. Before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way to follow. It's just Hajime's. Had just Hajime's.
Well,
Guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they have reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Yeah, it had everybody's. Are you the mother freaker? Things would get complicated if they found out. So, anyway, can't forgive this.
damn it.
Should never be forgiven. No way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this. How many...
Monokuma appears!
Alright, Monokuma's arrived. Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why is it so lonely? Well, are you all alone tonight, too?
What's the matter?
What's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell. Perhaps you found out who the traitor is? You know me well.
Well,
It's what I would like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. See, so even you don't know. Well, looks like the final showdown is going to take a little more time.
Hello.
So why would you summon me anyway? Were you finally going to confess your love?
hey,
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. About the special prize from the final day. Oh yeah, what about it? There's information about 16 people in the file I received, but isn't that right?
Say what?
you don't even know?
Well, there's a traitor from the Creature Foundation hanging among us, right? Including that person. The total number of students will be 16, right?
Isn't that
This
right?
file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy.
Of course!
That's right, just reads stuff that former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But
If this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student at Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
Hey.
Could it be? Is this you're doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Are you trying to keep us from learning Trader's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? It's my job to keep things up. It's okay if I do something small like that, right?
Well...
So one of them's not an actual student. Oh boy.
Right?
The point is you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up!
Well, you're spottingly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why did you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Existence means nothing.
No!
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different.
Shing!
After all, that person is the evil future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. So they came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Huh?
Cooperation.
Hey.
Your purpose to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're tentatively letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I...
That's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too. Of course, you freaking Nagito, you bum. Well, it's probably not him, then it's someone else.
Right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see, interesting. Very interesting.
No!
Obviously, that's a big no-no.
Unbelievable.
You want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you, too.
Well,
I knew you would say that. I just wouldn't be able to handle sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. And just as I thought, you saw right through me.
you're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, the core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladder since myself in despair exists. Pooh, you're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you... I don't know who you're talking about, but someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person. They must be extremely unlucky.
Like...
But you're just unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Well...
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
You don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? Can't rely on anyone on this island, that's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be stepladder for anymore. I'll become true hope. Become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. If the two of you are alike, you definitely remind me of him. It's a him, huh?
Hey.
There's more things, so it's a him. So, there's Fuyuhiko, there's Kazuichi, there's me, and then Nagito there, if they really try to play like that, or then again, there was the first game, we thought somebody was a female and they were a male, so we gotta keep that in the back of our head, too.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question.
That's...
If that's the case, if that person's already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? Yeah, getting tense out here, indeed. Oh, and now we get the time update. Okay, so that's can't be many at this point. 5 left. Wow. 5 days left. Holy crap. That's crazy. There's that end. 7 left. Wow. That's what we're down to, huh? Danganronpa. Hellhoundery. Sick. Yeah, I just literally gotta keep saving there. I can't do it. After being released from the funhouse, we went back to living our less than ordinary lives. And just like before, Dave began false gathering at the restaurant.
Jeez.
You know, every time we meet up here, it makes me realize just how crazy this whole situation is. The restaurant certainly feels more spacious than before. course it feels spacious. There are less than half of us here now than there were at the beginning.
Stupid fool!
Get it.
Oh my!
Did you hear something?
Hey!
It's Nekomaru. That was Coach Nekomaru's voice.
Huh?
What are you talking about? He's no longer...
What's up?
I'll beat you up!
What are you laughing at? I'll beat the crap out of you if you keep grossing me out like that. Hey, that's not cool. I was up all night working my fingers to the bone.
I am concerned.
More importantly, I'm starting to get tired of the seasonings in this restaurant.
Jeez.
Seriously, I'm starting to realize how valuable Terraterra was. Look, don't ignore me. I'm trying to talk to you about something important.
Huh?
Important?
All right.
This. It took me all night to make it.
My!
Is that a Nekomaru doll?
I'm no doll! I'm Mini Maru!
Mini Mario.
Huh?
Mini Maru. Took some parts for him to make it. What do you think? Awesome quality, right? Of course, it doesn't have free will or anything, so it's more like, you know, a toy. But isn't it freaking adorable?
Are you serious?
Oh.
Thanks.
So cute. Thanks. I'll keep it.
Well...
I never said anything about giving it away.
I'll beat you up!
Don't be so stuck up. Your stuff is my stuff, right?
Whoa!
Whoa, hey now. That's a bully's logic.
Man.
Well, it doesn't matter. I made this to cheer you guys up anyway. As long as we have it, we won't forget, you know, about Nekomaru's sacrifice for us. You're standing here today because of him. So if we're gonna prevent something like that from ever happening again...
Engines revving!
I guess we gotta fight too, right? We just can't keep running away.
Huh.
Gotta admit, I never thought I would hear you say that something that awesome. Yeah, of course. In the end, Gundam told us never to give up on life. So I will never give up. I shall fight until the very end. Gundam, please watch over me.
Miss Sonia?
Sonia, what did you think of my little pep talk?
Oh my!
Oh, did you say something?
Are you kidding me?
What? I was up all night memorizing that speech.
Jeez.
And there's the punchline. Yeah, I really like this. Thanks, Kazuichi.
I am Mini Maru!
Man.
I'm only half as happy to be thanked by you.
That's right!
Oh, by the way, you can also use that to massage your sore muscles and pressure points.
You serious?
Are you serious? That's amazing.
Of course.
Of course I made it, after all. Seriously, thanks. I'll take good care of it. Ultimate Mechanic! He looks really happy.
Hey.
Hey, what happened to Nagito? I haven't seen him like I usually do. You don't have to worry about that guy. He goes solo all the freaking time.
Well.
But still, I'm a little worried about how he was acting during the last class trial. Well, he's always been a dangerous bee, but he's crossed the line, you know.
Hey!
Well, that's even more reason we should avoid him.
But still...
But even if we do avoid him, what are you going to do if he approaches us? Like, just sudden change was really weird. Or did he figure something out that we were not aware of?
Now then.
Anyway, Hajime, isn't it about time you told us what that was all about? Oh, that? You know what Nagito said during... So, geez, but it's supposed to be simple. I forgot, except...
Hey,
What
bastard!
do you mean, except for Hajime? Are you really a traitor, after all? No, it's not like that. Didn't really want to say, but I guess... I'll tell you guys the truth, unlike the rest of you. Well, apparently I was never part of Hope's Peak Academy's primary department. I'm a reserve course student from the reserve department.
Huh?
Reserve department? It's unlike you guys, I don't have an ultimate talent at all. Apparently I'm just a normal person. Is that all? That's it, dude. Don't ever scare me like that. It's not something like you can just brush off, especially since it's about me. I just forgot. If I got into Hope's Peak Academy because I had talent all along. Crap! My whole life, I've just been wanting to feel confident about myself, and I thought getting into Hope's Peak Academy meant I'd finally become someone I could be proud of. But not some freaking backup student.
Right?
Cheer up, Hajime. It doesn't matter if you're from the reverse.
Of course!
She is right. No matter what, you are a friend. You know, there's a saying in Japan.
Listen!
Here is grateful for the danger.
Hey!
The hell? You're saying that all wrong. So everyone was here. It was a real close battle.
I am sorry!
I apologize. I was trying to cheer you up, but I ended up saying the wrong thing. Oh, doesn't matter. Stuff is just hard to say sometimes. That's weird. Maybe you can't see me.
Huh?
Oh, what the heck? You're covered in blood. You saw me? Yeah, that's right. The mono beast this time was very strong.
You!
Gross, don't get close to me. Get out of here.
What?
No gratitude. I'm being treated like filth.
Hey.
Hey, why don't you clean that blood off? We're trying to eat. Yes, I'm ashamed of myself. Wipe.
Ding, ding, ding.
There you go. Now then, allow me to report to you all once again. After a fierce battle that's never been seen in history, I finally succeeded in conquering the last mono beast. Because of this, it's finally possible for you to travel to the final island. I see. It's a thin reaction. It's like I'm surrounded by tons of shabu-shabu from an all-you-can-eat restaurant. Don't tell me this again. You're gonna say stuff like, it's not like we can get off this island, why bother going to a new island? Well, it's true that I don't really expect much.
Don't misunderstand.
But who said we weren't gonna go? I said we're gonna go, dummy. Huh?
So,
Assuming we were thinking about running away was a mistake.
I'll show you my serious
Can't
side.
run, we'll fight. I'll crush everyone who puts us through this crap in one blow.
Hey!
Fight, seriously? That's a fearsome group is called World Ender for a reason, you know.
What are you saying?
Why, did you forget what you said earlier?
Hey!
Dummy. I only said that because I was trying to impress Miss Sonia.
What?
Don't brag about that.
Settle down!
Settle down. If you have the power to fight among yourselves, then direct that power toward our enemy.
Alright!
Now then, let's go forth. Offense is the best defense.
Damn right.
You're right, now's not the time for us to be bickering. I don't really get it, but when Miss Sonia talks like that, my blood starts to boil.
Alright!
Alright, I'm getting pumped up. Let's charge our way to that new island.
I'm starting to get pumped up.
Future Foundation, Monokuma Monami, I'll crush them all at once.
That's...
Even me? You guys seem reliable. You don't talk like you're a non-clue, you're a friend too. Right.
Leave it to me.
And I gotta do my best too. As we left the restaurant, the expressions on our faces were clearly different than they were before. We were filled with strong will and determination. Armed with that, began walking toward the last island. But the clouds in my heart still lingered. Couldn't stop thinking about the reserve department. And that filled me with this strange, uncomfortable feeling like a small bone was lodged in my throat. But I tried not to think about it. I tried to stay focused on moving forward. Fire. Smile at hope in the name of despair. Nice little music, too. Nice. Good job. With the mono beast gone, we crossed the 5th bridge and arrived at the final island. Whoa.
So this is the last island.
That's pretty cool. Enormous buildings towered everywhere as if the entire island were one gigantic city. It felt very sci-fi, though the island was a snapshot of an urban metropolis. Metropolis from the near future?
I guess it has an ambiance befitting of a final island.
Yeah. Alright. Let me check my pet. We're good. Alright. I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed that fun-filled episode. The whole trial. That was quite spicy trial. I think I did better. The score didn't really reflect it. Because, well, then again, I had to look up some of the answers for the last trial. This time, I didn't need that crap. I freaking figured it out by myself. So that was pretty good. I was glad I was able to do that this time. So, yeah, that was pretty good. Felt good about the trial. Felt good. Feeling good right now. So, it's awesome. But, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one where we can explore this new shiny island. So, see you then.